Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. Today we are continuing our campaign as the United Kingdom, try and save Europe from the horrors of the outbreak of World War II by defeating Germany early. Let's kick things off and go straight in for it. Belgium repudiates our guarantees. Okay, this was something brought in with the latest Gotterdammerung DLC, new focus trees for Belgium. It allows them to shake off our guarantee of independence, but then it kind of brings the relationship back together later down the tree. So they are forging ahead alone, apparently. Though it doesn't matter, because we will invite them into the Allies if the war gets to that stage. And I predicted that it will. I don't think we're going to be able to defeat Germany too early, but I think we are going to keep our friends in the fight. This is my prediction. Do call me out on this if I'm wrong. We shall see how it goes. Make your predictions as well in the comments down below. Let me know how you think this is going to turn out. And maybe it's not all as rosy as I think it's going to turn out. It looks like nationalist Spain is about to declare... Oh, hang on, we've got a research slot through. How long's that been ticking away for? All right, what do we need? We're in 38. Is there anything in industry? I would like that, but I think, looking at the status of this, it is time to get on board with that. Let's get that going. We've got our naval invasions. That's so we can do a big naval invasion of Germany. That's a little way ahead. That's fine. We've got the tank stuff coming on. How are we doing for... Let me just remind myself. Okay, I would kind of like that. But I suppose it's not too vital. It's okay. We're doing all right. This was a big ahead of time thing, but that's okay. We want to be able to do big naval invasions as soon as possible. Anyway, as I was saying, Spain has gone. It's just gone. Oh, in the Mediterranean, and Malta, let me change both of these guys over to a proper infantry division. Yes, it uses a bit of manpower and everything else, but that's absolutely fine. And let's give them a general, just anyone, just for some general bonuses in there. This guy'll do. This old guard, Thomas Jacomb Hutton. Now, that is a name I have never seen in the English language. Unless that's a typo and it shouldn't have the M in there. That one's new to me. We'll just call him Tom, I think. Let's go with Tom. And what have we got? We've got some new divisions coming out. Excellent. I want these guys to go over. I need 14 divisions down here. Oh, we've got the special project completed. We've got the cruiser submarine. I might start churning some of those out if I feel the need. At the moment, I don't think we're building any submarines. We haven't really focused on the dockyard stuff at all. We have a lot of destroyers, but let me just keep the convoys going nice and high because I think that's kind of probably more important right at this moment. I don't think there's anything that we need to worry about in here. We could give refuge to foreign scientists. We could grow rubber plantations in Nigeria. It's not a bad idea. We're probably due something in here. We can't change to... No, we can't change to that. I think that's we're going to go straight to war economy when that comes up. A naval chief of staff of the Navy? Maybe... A theorist. I'm not going to go grand battle plan because it's boring. I'm actually going to switch this. So maybe I will put a military theorist in. And we'll get the land doctrine cost down. Do you know what? Let's do that. Because I want to switch. Based on how much firepower we're using in our main infantry division templates, I'd kind of like to switch out to that. And I think it's going to be more fun. Basic medium tank chassis. What's this? Oh, deploy units. Ah, we didn't put the Marines in. So let's put them up there. That's cool, and we still want another one. Can we add another one in? Is that going to... No, it's not. Okay, let's put another one of those in. We can add one in now, which is cool. I think actually it might have been setting those other ones to infinite Marines, which would have been really funny, but probably not very successful. Shall we have a look while this is all running rampant? We've got general rearmament now. We're going down... We'll catch up with that in a moment. We're going down the interesting stuff. Still can't do these two. That time will come, don't worry. Right, so we have the options of air or naval rearmament. This one gives us some dockyards, which is really nice. This one, it just leads us to cost reductions. It is kind of nice. It's not super exciting, though. None of this stuff is super exciting anymore, unfortunately. I really wish it was. This will give us a political advisor, grants special forces attack And for Special Forces cap, that might be quite good if we want more Marines in there. I think that might be quite useful. Let me see. Airborne Forces, paratroopers. I'm sure you guys could find a use for them. I don't find them all that useful ever. There's nothing... I mean, this is quite good. I think we'll go for this one. And we'll just get the cost of infantry weapons reduced so we can produce even more. I think that's okay. And research. Now we can get the tanks out. I kind of... Do I want the engine? I probably want the engine. We can start building them and we can start doing crappy engines though. We've got some spare military factories now. So let's go and design ourselves a tank. A basic medium tank chassis. There's not a lot we can do with this, but we'll put the better turrets on. And what I actually want is the... Oh, we can actually do the improved small cannon. I was thinking of going for the close support gun to get more soft attack. How does it do for breakthrough? 31. Makes no difference on that. Doesn't make any difference on that. 15 versus 25. Piercing 10 versus piercing 50. I mean, I'm not expecting to meet much in the way of armor, but I feel like we should probably do this. What about production cost 3? That costs more. Okay, let's go with the improved small cannon. To be honest, I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference either way on this one, but we shall go with it. We'll put sloped armor, well, it gets a bit more expensive, and we want welded armor. We can afford the chromium. We're good. So reliability is awful. The max speed. These are mediums. Yeah, actually, we want Christie suspension on that to get better speed. And I'll change it to the diesel engine. It's getting expensive. Yikes. Special modules, fuel drums are worth it, I think. Okay, it's expensive enough. Max speed 5. Oh, because I made change to a diesel engine, didn't I? Huh. Do I really want that? I think that's counterproductive, actually. 7.1. 73.5. I don't like that reliability. I'm going to be honest. What about a torsion bar? And we get 6 kilometers an hour speed, but more reliability. That's a fair trade-off. Can we push the engine a bit? I'd like to. We'll leave it at that. These early ones, they're not going to be great. But we're going to leave it at that before we get something that's super expensive. And let's go medium tanks. And let's see if we can get some of these turned out to get some armored divisions coming out. Let's put 5 factories into it. And if we're going to do that, we're also going to need more trucks. So I am going to increase the number of trucks as well. That's going to take a while to get going. It's okay. We're not using them in a template. We will. We need carrier stuff. The artillery's flying away. Oh, let's take 2 off the infantry equipment because that's currently managing. And we can take... I think we can take 2 off the anti-air. Okay, now we're producing some stuff. We are getting to where we want to be. And in construction, we've nearly got the land warfare thing done. That's awesome. And more military factories coming. Okay, I like where this is going. So far, so good. We have some political power. Shall we look? I mean, I don't really care too much about Chief of the Navy at this point. But in military high command, we could put an infantry expert in. Yeah, let's just do that. 100 points. Let's stick him straight in. We're preparing the infantry to fight. Nice. So these guys, we're going to convert all these to medium tank divisions. Because it's kind of what we need. We've got it. We have got... I've just made a blunder. We need to put a scientist in this, but we can't afford any because I've just spent the political power. So we need to come back to that in a minute. Whoops. Never mind. How are we doing for infrastructure? Oh, we can put more factories straight into London. That's great. Let's get that straight on. We have in slots where it's 100% a bonus to building. We can do that. Excellent. We will make on and do that. More guns, more tanks, more bombs. That's everything that we need for a really good New Year's Eve party. Okay, construction 3 finished. We went racing ahead of time with that. Let's catch up on some of the things that we could really benefit from and just get going with those. Nice. What have we got? We've got an MIO going over here. Oh, this is the trucks. So we could make them cheaper but less reliable. or more reliable production resource needed. If it's just for trucks and motorized rocket artillery, let's do that. We'll go for less breakdowns. And we'll go for fuel usage. Let's reduce that. Trucks don't need to go faster. They really don't need to go faster. Let's go for... There's breakthrough or production cost. I mean... I don't like the look of that one. Actually, turn it on that one. And then we're going to go for... Worse mechanized? No, we're not going to go for worse mechanized. And we can actually have all of those. Piercing and hard attack. It's fine. That's fine. We don't need to look at that ever again for the rest of the game. That's the kind of mechanics I like. Alright, we've got more troops coming out to play. We need 14 divisions in this guy's army. We're getting a little bit low on manpower. Let's add a few more units in. Oh, they're the Marines. Sorry, that's a bad call. We're just going to train up the infantry divisions, but then we are going to deploy them. That's getting a little bit low there. Don't worry. We're going to have that fixed. We are going to have that fixed. Right, concentrated industry 3. We'll deploy them and change the template after they've been deployed. I just want to get them on the board for now. Right, nice. So we were doing this is to help our factories. Fuel is going to be a bit of an issue at some point, but we can kind of catch up on that later. Oh, I would like improved radios. They make a difference now, folks. They do. They increase the reinforce rate. And a stat called coordination, which helps with attacking from multiple directions, I think. The game's got even more complicated and complex. But yes, generally things are a bit better. So we should have...
Ready, sir!
Can we just swap those two around so I can see? We've got 2 full armies. Why are you struggling with supplies? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. We can't even feed our people. We've got them stationed around Britain. What a terrible, terrible state of affairs, our armies. I think they're probably lacking artillery. Better infantry equipment. Nice. May of 38. I would like to get going with Bren carriers. It would help with the... If we can produce them. We won't get them straight in for this year, but it would help for the armoured stuff. Undoubtedly. We can go for artillery ahead of time. Now, I don't think we need to worry about these, actually. I thought we were going to. I'm not so sure we do. The medium howitzer. Sorry, no, I meant this to get the tank stuff. We obviously do need better artillery. And I could go for destroyers. I think we're a bit early for any aircraft stuff, apart from getting survivability studies to make better fighters and ground attack stuff. That's never a bad thing. Oh, we'll go for the research speed bonus over here. Let's grab that one. Somewhere sitting in the tech tree is another research slot. Did we get that, actually? We got that one. Right, nice. I need 100 political power. We can start researching something cool for our land warfare. I'm trying to think what we're going to go for. Excellent. So this means that we've just filled up our production quota already for the 5 factories going on medium tanks. That is superb. We can start pushing things into our other areas now. Artillery needs a bit of a boost, as does infantry. I'll put more infantry equipment on. We're going to need it. We're definitely going to need it. The support equipment's looking good. Trucks and trains are looking fine. I really like how we've increased our economy to be able to keep up with this. Now we can issue gas masks. This is excellent. We will gain war support. We will gain base stability from this. I wonder, does this mean, because we're at 26%, can we actually change that? We could change to partial mobilization. But I have a feeling war is coming on us anyway, so we may as well just go straight to a war economy. It's nearly here, folks. We've got the better engines. That's kind of cool. It's not a time to increase that any further. What about in here? We've got the logistics companies, but I don't have a mountain. Or maybe I do have the mountain thing, the template. We'll go and check that out. Too early, too early. Let's get the survivability studies on. And heavy machine guns. We'll start working on those as well. Very nice. I do want the land stuff going on. Let's have a look at our templates. The harsh climate troops. Let's see. Did we get this one finished? We did, as it turns out. So, okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's mainly for working in the mountains. You see our guys are struggling. Can I build a supply depot in France? in the mountains. I can? Oh my, I wonder if I should do that. I'll try and juggle it so it's always got the lesser of the two groups of factories. But I do think that might be a decent idea. But also, let's just make sure that you are using that. And you guys should be training. This is going to be... Do you know what? They don't need to be. They do not need to be on there. I'm thinking of the attrition value. Let me just pull a line back like this. Just get out of the mountains. And you guys can train on there. And we'll get them fully trained. And we'll get the template changed. And we will try and do something to help the supply down there. Although probably not strictly necessary. Right, what silly numbers have we got in here? Because something doesn't look... These guys, these are the early ones. Right, they are never going to reinforce. So let me just disband that. We'll keep the 9 spare in reserve. You guys can train up. And let's start recruiting more over here. How many aircraft? Oh, very, very, very nice. Okay, let's go for 3 of those. And 3 of those. We have no naval bombers that we really should have some, but needs must for other things at the moment. We can now recruit a scientist in land warfare. That is nuclear power. Artillery. Oh, artillery might be really good, actually. Yeah, let's go for the artillery specialist. Archibald Roberts. Don't know this guy. Don't know his history. Let me know. Educate me in the comments down below, please. If he was a real dude. I suspect he was. Right, so you're going to work... We are going to work on nothing. But we've got some interesting things. This, I mean, the super heavy howitzer is actually very good. The Hobart's funny. This is the combat engineering vehicles. They're quite good. And the flamethrower tanks are also good. So those facilities are actually nice, and they're worth researching the land breakthrough stuff to actually get. So we do want to work on those. We captured an Italian operative. It's amazing considering we don't have an espionage department at the moment. But well done. They must have just blundered out. The mistake they made will have been sitting on a park bench in an overcoat, dark glasses, and a tulip in their buttonhole with a briefcase down by their side, waiting for an operative that never turned up. That's how you spot spies. They all dress like that. Turkey deliver an investment portfolio. No, we're not interested. We're not investing anywhere except in Britain and maybe in the Alps, but that's a different matter.
Listen up!
Marines, awesome. So our Royal Marines, we'll go check our Royal Marine template and make sure it's happy. We've got room for some like combat engineers or something like that, and we can expand it to have light tanks in later. They've done very, very well. So what would we do with the Royal Marines if we went to war? An invasion up here would be awesome, but we'd need to back it with like... We'd need 24 divisions coming in pretty quickly, which is why we're researching that bigger naval invasion. France is in the Allies. Can we send an attaché? We don't have the points for it at the moment. And it's possibly not as important now, but it will be when we go to war. We want to be able to see what's going on over there. It's August 1938. The time is coming. Ethiopia requests overlordship of Eritrea. Ethiopia, the British, that costs us political power. Okay, they can have it. Eritrea is... It's somewhere out here, right? About here? Right, you can see how good I am at this. British Somaliland. Okay, it's not that. I don't even know where this is, it turns out. Where are they? It makes sense. Did anything happen? Did anything change? No. So, there's no I'm going to worry about that. We have issued gas masks, and the German Reich are justifying against us. Against us! What have we ever done to them? So the gas masks is the war support and stability. Stability will become important in the thing. That training act, we basically have to get more than 50% world tension, which is going to be when the war kicks off. Until then, we are going to be slightly more limited in manpower. And at this point forward, I think we save all our political power to change those as soon as possible. We've done pretty well. We've done pretty well. So I think at this point, we're going to go naval rearmament. If I'd done that sooner, I could have then gone on to get the research bonus for the marine and the naval invasion tech. But we didn't. Okay, it's August 1938. When does this kick off? I can't remember from when I played Czechoslovakia. Go and check that playthrough out, by the way, holding against Germany as Czechoslovakia. That was really good fun. But I can't remember when the war kicked off. Everything's happening. Right, we've got factories. Nice, so we are working on that. But for the time being, I would say, with everything that's going on, just more military factories. Keep on churning these out as fast as possible. There you go. There's an extra 6 in Yorkshire to make sure they're priority. But we are gonna do this in Savoy. We are gonna do this. All right, we've got a nice stock of medium tanks building up. We should have a nice stock of trucks. That's going up sweet as well. That's very good. We're going to make the medium tank divisions like motorized tank divisions. They're not as solid as having mechanized stuff in, but for early war, I think it's the best we can hope for. We're now seeing stocks and supplies of all this stuff. So let's reduce that. And should we go all in? I think it's time to go a bit more all in on the aircraft production. Yes, okay, I can see the plan coming to fruition. Ethiopian exile leader offers service. Some of those generals that are exiled are very, very good and are well worth using. We've got some infantry equipment. We're in September 38. A little bit early to go for that. A bit early to go for everything, really. It's too early to go for anything there. It is too early. We'll have to hold off on that. I would say, should we, oh, actually, 38. If we want just production value, I mean, I could get this. Do you know what? Fuel refining, because we are going to have a shortage of fuel when we put all those aircraft into the sky. That's going to be an issue, and we're going to need civilian factories for trade. It's going to cost us. Right, we've got a load of new divisions. I need 2. But only 2. Where have you guys gone? Here we go. Attention. Right, give me... Actually, I'll do it that way. Attention. Right, nice. So we're going to change the template on that one. These are the 9. We may form them. Shall we help out on here? Let's put them in an army. I'm going to have another army group here. Listen up. Let's give them someone who's defensive. Actually, I don't think that... No, I was going to say... I was going to stick them on the Maginot Line. I don't think that's going to be needed. But we will need something to help hold France. So anyway, let's reconsider our options. We can get them training for now. This dude, let's edit this. Do we have... That one's complete. So let's change your template over to the harsh climate troops. We have everything in stock that we need, which is absolutely wonderful. And as you're not going to do a whole lot of aggressive fighting, let's stick you in there. Let me see, who have we got? Neil Ritchie is quite defensive. Richard O'Connor is very defensive. I'll put him in as that leader. And as a field marshal... Oh, we've got the field marshal over there. So what we need is a new field marshal. Who should we have? I know who we shall have. We will take this dude. Let's replace him with... let's have a look. Can be someone fairly average. Is fine. Henry Wilson. Let's stick that dude in. Okay. New field marshal. It is time to promote this chap and stick him in there. That gives him some nice new stuff. Okay, we're going to go for... We are overall going to go onto the offensive, so we'll take organisation lost while moving is actually very good. We'll take those. There we go. He's a lovely chap. Everyone likes him. He's got everything required to make a fantastic field marshal down there. And we're just going to take these orders off there so they don't actually redeploy to that. Right, and Portugal seeks to British ships. Buy British ships. Yes, they can have the British ships. That's good. They're on training. Move those up there so we can see. The Marines are on training. They are nearly done. Everyone else should be fully equipped and ready to go. Now these, we need to alter these. We have a lovely amount of experience. So this is wonderful to be in this situation. I'm not normally in a situation like this. So let me take a look. We could go in and put some money into our officer corps. We don't have anything in this. What should we go for? Bold attack, meticulous preparation. We're kind of going for it, aren't we? Bold attack. Let's go for this. Let's spend the points. Tip of the spear. That's supply grace and special forces cap. Ooh, okay. For the Marines and special forces cap, that could be really useful. Quick improvisation. Elevated engineering corps. Proper heritage. No, we don't want cavalry. Relief of command and accomplished heritage. Field officer division penalty. Do you know what? Let's go tip of the spear. That sounds cool. Static warfare. Aggressive reconnaissance. Intelligence gained from combat. Victory or death. That sounds... Ooh, supply consumptions. Air fuel oh, okay, that does sound... That sounds good overall. I'm actually going to go for that one. We've spent a lot of our points there. I don't like spending points as much as that, but I do think that they are probably useful. Industry, like that's aircraft research speeds, which are nice. Aircrew surveys. Air doctoring cost. Let's put that in and get that cheaper. And battlefield interdiction. Yeah, let's take that one. All right, nice. We have some pretty cool stuff. We have spent our points in doing so, but that's fine. Signals training. Okay, maneuvering on a level up. We'll go for integrated designers. And we will take efficient communications. There we go. We've spent all our experience nearly. Perhaps a bit too much, but that's fine. The armored divisions are in no way ready. I think we can alter them now, though. Here we go. This is where it kicks off, folks. This is where we need to plan everything.